Hello, this is Postdoc Chronicles week number 129, and today, as you can see right here, we're showcasing the Super Mario Land series. So you have here the Super Mario Land on the Game Boy, Super Mario Land 2 also on the Game Boy, and Wario Land 3, which was basically the Super Mario Land 3. And then you have, later on they revived the series Super Mario 3D Land on the Nintendo 3DS, and then Super Mario 3D World, which initially they released on the Wii, but then it got remade. No, I believe it was Wii U. Yeah, it's Wii U, and then it got remade into the Nintendo Switch, which was released February 12, 2021, just this year. I was supposed to feature this last week because it was within the release window, but I was like on a lake, in the middle of a lake, if you watch my previous Postdoc Chronicles, and then I forgot to bring this basically. But now it's even better because you can see the entire series in all their glory. So this game right here, the original Super Mario Land, this game is very dear to me because so if you press start here so that we see the title screen, so it's very dear to me because this is the very first video game that I ever played. I had a neighbor who had a Game Boy, and I basically played a lot out of that particular Game Boy, and I really loved this game. I was a kid, and that moment on, I really wanted to have my own Game Boy. I got my very own Game Boy when I was already taking my master's degree. But anyway, I played this to death even then because I knew people like in high school who also had their Game Boy, and then the game was usually Super Mario Land. And the nice thing about this game is it's fairly short. You can play it like in one sitting, and then you can finish it in less than 1 hour, right? And then Super Mario Land 2, it's even better because it's wider, it's way longer than this one, and it is very weird. There are like aliens in there. It's not your usual Mario universe where you have the Goombas, and then you have the you have the Koopas, the turtles. In here, if you jump on the turtles, usually they become a shell, and then you push the shell. In the Super Mario Land, like in the first one, they explode, which is very weird. When you have the fireball power, it bounces around when you fire it. The fireball power can pick up the coins, and yeah, you can see that it is different because during the time, at least these two games, it was designed by the inventor of the Game Boy, which was Gunpei Yokoi, instead of the Mario creator himself, Shigeru Miyamoto. So that's why these two games have like a bit of a different aura. And then of course this one, the third one, Wario Land, is Wario is basically the villain in Super Mario Land 2, and then they basically made a series dedicated to him. And then of course years later, they did not do a follow-up on the Super Mario Land series until the release of the Nintendo 3DS. This was I believe there was supposed to be a release title, but it did not make it on the release date, but it was certainly within the release window. So one of my favorite Nintendo 3DS games out there, maybe only topped by my two other favorite games are Super Mario Maker, of course, which is, I love Super Mario Maker. I never had a Wii, so even though Super Mario Maker got bad reviews on the Nintendo 3DS, I love that game. That's my favorite game on the 3DS. My second favorite game is of course Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, two series that I love that were combined, and then this is probably the third. I love this one, and the 3D men is like most of the 3D games on the Nintendo 3DS. Some are just gimmicky, and then they don't know how to use it. But Super Mario 3D Land, like there are puzzles where you really need the 3D perspective. Sometimes the world is like designed so that it really takes it really utilizes the 3D. Like you are like from above the clouds, you jump downward, and then you're like you looking into a little world, a little diorama, which is very nice. And then of course later on the Wii U, they released a Super Mario 3D World. So again, this 3D Land, this is 3D World, this a related series. I was not able to play it when it came out. I never had a Wii U, and yeah, there are a lot of games on like a new Super Mario Bros. Wii U. I was able to play it when they ported, or they remade it here on the Nintendo Switch back in, like, I believe it was released January or February 2019. So I played that game, which is very good. So this is like among the games that I haven't played on the Mario series. The other one is Super Mario Galaxy 2, which is they did not bring over to the Switch yet. Hopefully they'll bring it over in the future. But this one is very good because they added a new, if you move the joystick here to the right, you see they added this mode called Bowser's Fury, So it's an entirely different game. So this, I'm playing this first Mario 3D World, and it's basically it's like along the veins of Mario 3D Land. It's different from like an open world, like sort of open world Mario. Like think, for example, Super Mario Odyssey. It's not like that. It's like a tiny diorama. It's like like a constrained map, so it feels like a 2D Mario, but it's in 3D, you know, and very clever. The levels are still very clever and very nice. And then Super Mario 3D World, in 3D Land, they how do you call this? They brought back the Tanuki upgrade, the raccoon upgrade, the one with the tail from Super Mario Brothers 3. In here, they introduced the Cat Mario upgrade, where you know you can walk through walls, you can claw on your opponents. Pretty cool game. I haven't finished it. I'm still playing it. And then this, I tried this a little bit. It's like a separate game. It's like an open world now. It's akin to Super Mario Odyssey. And then like at different times, I still don't understand the mechanic. The giant Bowser comes out, and then he basically, like, you can't beat him. He basically like attacks you, and then you have to like guide his attack so that he himself will destroy other areas of the map, and then basically the map will expand. You know, something like that. But I haven't played it yet because I wanted to finish this game. But yeah, a very nice series. This one, I play it like every now and then. Like I said, you can play this one sitting. You can finish it less than an hour. The final stage is weird because it's a shmup. Like, you haven't seen that in a Mario game. Some people actually make shmup levels in Super Mario Maker 2, which is good. Super Mario 3D Land initially was very easy, you know, like the first I believe 6 worlds. When you finish it, like when you finish the main game, you think, this is very easy. But then later on, it's like you realize it's just the first half of the game. Later on, it opens up this very insane mechanics where, you know, you have this thing, I believe it was called the Cosmic Mario or something like that, where if you play, you move around. There's like a ghost Mario that follows you around, and then if he follows your exact movement, and then if you stop, then he stops where you are located, because he's basically copying your moves. If that Cosmic Mario touches you, you're dead. So you basically, it's very frantic. You always have to be always on the move and all these things. It's very nice. So I love the series, and I'm currently playing this, and then I'm excited, you know, to try out Bowser's Fury. But anyway, let's go, and of course, again, one last look at Super Mario Land 2, and then let me just reset this Wario Land 3D so that we can see the title. So you can see it right there, right? The Super Mario Land series, basically. But anyway, yeah, let's go to the postdoc now. So like I mentioned, the last time we came from this place, Mount Champagne, with Deepak, Shukanya, and Shifeng. We basically got stranded like for one day because we were supposed to drive back Monday, and then but during the Monday there were like heavy rains, so we had to book another hotel for the night. We were driving back, and then the roads were basically flooding. You can't drive across, so we decided, you know, to just spend another night there. We returned I believe Tuesday. Yeah, we came back Tuesday in time for, you know, I was still able to join our University of Florida Reading Club, which is, like I always said, 12 midnight here. We did league groups. We read, and then tonight, it's Tuesday now, so tonight at midnight we'll also be reading. I haven't read the chapter yet. I'll read it tonight. We'll be doing a chapter 3, I believe, which is SU2. It's focused on SU2. The chapter 2 is introduction to Lie groups, Lie algebra, and its definitions. And then chapter 1 is basically, you know, finite groups. And then also, so this week was also the there's how do you call this, a workshop, the interpretation of the results from the LHC searches or something like that. And then there are like a lot of nice talks, and then I followed, you know, some there were like tutorials on MAD analysis, which I already know how to use. There are tutorials on a MAD graph, and then checkmate, and then I believe Gambit, this other tool that, you know, looks at different dark matter models. And then there's this thing called PyHF. I actually followed, you know, I attempted to follow this tutorial in PyHF, which is like a Python a hist factory based from the one from root, and then with the Python in there. And then I followed their tutorial, and then it doesn't work on my side. There's like a conflict with my Python version. I attempted to, you know, like update my Python and stuff, and then I was running MUED. I was generating MUEDs on the side. During the tutorial, because it's like online, you know, during the tutorial, it basically messed up my Python setup such that the MUED that I was scanning, it was halted, and then it wasn't working. So during the tutorial, I wasn't actually able to follow it. But the nice thing is, everything is recorded, so you can like always go back. So that's, I am planning to do that. The tutorial is recorded in a PyHF. So now I'm glad to say my Python is working again. Basically, during that day after the tutorial, I had to fix my Python setup, and then now it's working. And then also, how do you say this, in the MUED? So we added one search in our analysis, which is the 1 lepton, because the strongest prior to that was also the 1 lepton from CMS, but it was like 39 inverse femtobarns or something like that. The new one is 139 inverse femtobarns. And so it basically, it's a very like because we've shown that the CMS the lepton search is very strong. So this 1 lepton search, when we added it, it's insanely strong, man. It even pushes our results further to the right, and it makes the Indian our issue with the Indian result, where they claim that the Atlas 040, this multi-jets plus MET search was stronger than ours. It's basically moot now, because this 1 lepton search is even stronger, you know, than the 040, than the one we have. And yeah, it's insanely strong. We believe it's like I think, at least from what we implemented so far in Checkmate, it's like the strongest search that we have there. And then finally, I'm still gonna go back, like this week I'm concentrating on my QT. I'm gonna talk about that next meeting. I also already gave the validations to Jong for the monojet and the S-bottom searches, but there's still some things that he wanted, you know, for me to repeat, because there's still somewhere the difference is a bit 30%. So I'm gonna look at that a little bit, but majority of them looks good already. All right, but yeah, anyway, I'm gonna update you next time. I believe next time, today I was supposed to feature, you know, the game, the Mana series, because the Mana Legend of Mana, the remake of the PS1 title, is upcoming June 24, 2021. But then I remembered I forgot to feature, you know, Super Mario 3D World, which is my a series that I even love more than the Mana series. So that's why I feature it right here. But anyway, guys, this has been Postdoc Chronicles week number 129. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and bye-bye.